Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I won't be before you long. I just wanted to stop by and let you know that trying times are here, okay? They're not coming. They will progress, okay? But they are here, okay? So, look guys, I made an entire video and had to delete it because the volume wasn't up. So, no worries. Okay, I never have to use any notes or anything. I always come from my heart, which is where my house is, or my tabernacle, my temple, my eyes, and all that good stuff is. So at any rate, I wanted to share some things with you that I've been seeing, okay? Guys, I'm not the only one, but all of my biological functions and patterns and what have you, they are breaking down, okay? They are transitioning, okay? I mean, with that being said, we don't need them anyways. We don't eat this kind of food where we are going, okay? We don't partake in these rituals and traditions, okay? Where we're going or returning. I like to say returning. So, again, my sleep patterns are off. I rarely get sleep. My meal patterns are off as well. You know, the body is just like the universe is returning to its original nature, okay? Its original element, its original form, okay? We're not this so-called human. No one is, whatever human is. So, at any rate, I just wanted to stop by and let you guys know. Excuse me, guys. Isn't this something? Now I'm trying to make it the second time and my voice just won. This is one of my struggles. This is one of my tests. I deal with the thyroid issue. And so with that being said, I'm not going to let that distract me. I'm not going to let that deter me from becoming who I am, because we don't have thyroid issues in the cosmic realm. We don't have any flesh and blood, okay? Flesh and blood doesn't exist here. This all is part of the illusion. This is why it's called the dream world. However, we are in the death plane. But just because we're in the death plane doesn't mean that you have a few people that aren't vibrating high enough to exit, okay? We're not all on the same vibratory level. We're not on the same frequency, okay? We're just not. Just because we're seeing one another and say, oh, you're a human. Oh, they are an animal. Oh, they are a tree. Everyone isn't on the same vibration, period. Okay? I think my voice is getting better because I'm not stopping this video. So at any rate, again, that too, I've already conquered and defeated. So it's far worse than what it is, okay? So guys, at any rate, I wanted to stop by again and share some astral projections. I was gonna upload some clips because as soon as I saw this stuff, I woke up and recorded it on my notes. You know, my notes tab, my notes app on my iPhone. So I've just been getting awakened out of the little sleep that I am getting. I've been getting abruptly awakened, guys. The first time, one of the times, I won't say first because I've been seeing all my life, but I saw a shortage of supplies and groceries, food. Guys, people were in there fighting over items in the store, over supplies, okay? Cleaning supplies. They were fighting. And these people, I saw them, they had long-term relationships, okay? They've been friends, they've been lovers, they've been family forever. But they lost that over a supply, over an item in the supermarket. And so I turned around from that and I witnessed the lines being like hundreds and hundreds of people, okay, just standing waiting to check out. Why? They didn't hearken unto the message. They didn't hearken unto the signs. You don't have to hear anyone. Go out there and study nature, okay? So again, I left that department store, that supermarket rather, and I went into another supermarket. People were scattered there, but my focus was on this little boy. He took these little lights. He took these little lights and he put them lights on. It was about 10 to 12 lights. He put them lights on him and he just walked around fearlessly, okay? Effortlessly. And I woke up and I was like, oh, why did he have those lights on? And then just instantly, it took me back to another experience about 3 years ago. I decided to lie down, and immediately the flesh removed itself. As always, anytime we take a nap, anytime we go to sleep, you know, you're not in this body. Your consciousness or your spirit realm is not in this body. Your spirit body, rather, your energy body. And so it was dark, but I still could see. Guys, this brother cut the breaker off, and all of the lights in this so-called earth ceased to shine. It was dark. And I just heard a breaker. Just a click, click, click. Just a breaker. Okay, like I've never heard a breaker before. We've all had the experience to go in there to shut a breaker on and off, to try to get a light on in your dining room, in your laundry room, or whatever, what have you. So, and I just wondered in myself. I knew it was dark. And I said in my true self, I want my lights to come on. And I woke up. Another experience. I've been having them night after night after night after night after night. I saw all of these, from here, looking up towards the skull, or, you know, we were taught that it's the sky. But looking toward the sky, I saw like a lot of birds. They were flying in a cyclical pattern. They were flying around in a circle, waiting for a command. And then I looked again and they turned into lights. They turned into light beings. And I woke up and I went into the window to look up in the sky. And I said, these things are here now. They're present. And just the other day, I saw these red spaceships look similar to an airplane here, but they were flying around in a cyclical pattern. Guys, this is a cosmic ritual that I learned, or shall I say remembered. And I was out warning people. It's like, why don't you just come in the house? Why don't you just come inside? Why don't you just come on in? And they were out doing everything they wanted to and had in their power to do. They were catering to the simulator, catering to this matrix, catering to this illusion, worldly things that you didn't come in with, neither or are we leaving out with. But so at any rate, I went on in the house. But before I went in the house, I was just seeking the great one, and I was just had my hands lifted up, seeking and letting her know I should have been seeking you. I should have been spending more time with you. But guys, I hadn't been on my job. I've been like those people I just explained, seeking worldly stuff. For what? And I've never been into materialism, but I've been trying to get my business up, sell my candles and all of that, guys. After I saw that, I said, cease. I don't have time to be connected and attached. That's an attachment. Well, how am I going to pay my bills? You don't have any bills other than to pay yourself some attention so that you can wake up to your true nature. We didn't come in with anything, people, nor are we leaving out. It's all a part of the attraction, the distraction to keep us attracted to the attachment. Why? Reincarnation. loop or cycle. We don't gain any power. They keep power over us. So at any rate, I also saw the other day, everything was stripped from me. And it was like the Great Mother was around me to hurriedly get me purged, because I began to seek. After I saw that I wasn't seeking and that I should have been seeking, because I saw them ancestors come down, those ships turned into people. Because the ships are people, they're the ancestors. Just remember, ancestors, asteroids, they're one and the same. Angelic beings, one and the same. Flame beings, one and the same. These, when I say ancestors, I'm talking about angelic ones. Old ancient fire beings that are not flesh and blood. Okay? I have to do a video on the ancestors that I'm speaking of and the other souls are speaking of versus what these pseudo woke people are speaking of. There's a great difference, okay? So at any rate, I saw her purging me and cleansing me. I mean, it was painful. Because I've been seeking my power, my true nature, but not like I need to be. You know, this is a relationship. We got to be one. We got to be in a relationship with the Great One, with our manifester, our creator. We must be in a great relationship again. So at any rate, it was dark, but I could see somewhat. But I heard, excuse me, I heard her say, she said, goodness and mercy shall follow thee, and the truth shall not affect thee. And I remember reading that passage in the King James book. If you go in the Quran, you have something to the effect. You go in the Mormon book, you go in the Vedic, which is the Hindu. I think that's their Bible or book. You know, Bible just means book. Guys, all of these books are low vibe metaphysical books. But there are high vibe metaphysical books that we can read and everything, you know, called the Gnostic scriptures and all that. But these are just a stepping stone, you know, the King James Bible book, the Quran and all of that. So, but at any rate, I was saying that to say this. It's straight deception. She didn't end it with, I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. She ended it with, and the truth shall not affect me. People. Flames. The truth is affecting a lot of people. When I tell them this is an illusion and flesh and blood doesn't exist, nor will it exist, nor has it ever exist, they get angry within themselves. They can't get angry with me because I'm speaking the truth, shining a light. If you say truth and blood has ever existed first, you are saying that the physical realm or the child or the baby manifested or produced its parent. You saying that the physical produced the mental, the psychological, and it just doesn't work that way. The psychological is the water. Water produced everything and give it its form. Give it its geometric pattern. Excuse me. I'm still not stopping this video. I'm still not stopping. So with that being said, when I saw her cleansing me and when I saw her saying that the truth shall not affect me. No, the truth shall not affect me. I know that I'm hearing an illusion and I know that strange times are coming. They're not strange to me because I've already been exposed to them. They're not strange to some of you. You've already been exposed to them. But some of your loved ones, some of your so-called your foes, some of your friends, some people that you know, some strangers, it's going to be strange to them because the truth is or shall affect them. I know that this is my pseudo body and nature. And I know that to know thyself is the ultimate mission. But I just wanted to say this, shortage and lack is here. Look in the stores. They've been saying for several months now, the ships are just sitting over there on water. It comes over from the ship or the airplane or the train and it has to get to the truck. The 18-wheelers and the 18-wheelers has to get to the stores, department stores. And if the 18-wheelers, my sister was telling me that some of them said they're not going to be driving if they don't put this gas price down. people, these are good distractions. They're letting you know if your storehouse isn't filled within yourself, if you're not balancing out within yourself, you've been like me and some of the people that I was witnessing to and warning, and they didn't make it in the house. I did though. Eventually, I ran back in the house. The ancestors were just out there bounding people, putting handcuffs on them, and they were fighting with their ancestors because they thought, well, I read all these books and I said I was conscious. I thought I was going to make the cut and not reincarnate. It's called chemical reaction. It's called chemical combustion. Study human spontaneous combustion. We'll go over that in another video. I just wanted to let you know I'm not the only one seeing these asteroids. Some data I've shared with you is all about data, guys. Computer can't work, your phone can't work without it. It's all about true data, and the truth shall not affect thee. The truth shall not affect me. If I tell you there's no such thing as no man and no woman and no black and white and all this foolishness, that's light. Study nature. It confirms we're androgynous beings. We're great hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodite. This is the labels that they give us here, but we know that we should be balanced. We're darkness and light in a scientific manner. Okay? We're studying the sciences. Okay? But I just wanted to stop by. I'm not going to hold you long because my voice is not trying to let me. But like I said, that's a battle within me. We all have our spiritual battles. I do realize that I do vibrate at my throat level. So it's been a challenge for me. You got to know your auras. If you don't, ask your ancestors within you. You have your own tribal members within you to lead you guys, because we don't have that 100% consciousness, which is 100% sight, soul, light, so that you can see in the darkness. Remember, darkness is natural, but the darkness is the light. Again, I just only came to tell you that these things have already taken place in the astral realm, where our true nature dwells. Let's not get caught up in this pseudo nature. We ain't Ricky, Robbie, Bobby, Shakrika, Mike, Tiffany, all this foolishness. We don't have no so-called family here, or we shouldn't want a family at all. Go study the etymology of that term, that spell, that word. Okay? I just wanted to let you know to go within and study nature. Days and nights are going by swift. It's Friday every day until she ceased her rotations and the earth shall stand still. I'm not the only one who's seeing this. It's people that don't even claim to be conscious. They're gifted and they're seeing these things. I need your help. You need my help right now. After a while, we're not going to be able to help each other because the electricity shall cease to yield her glory. All of these man-made things, guys, I saw them disappear. You've seen them disappear. You didn't come in with them. We're not leaving out with them. Close your eyes for 1 second. That's where we are, in darkness, which is good. But if we fail to shine within, the light is within. We're not going into the light. We must turn on all our lights. Hence the reason I saw the little boy that he put on all of these lights. Okay? And my mother called. She said, girl, I saw it was just dark. And I said, yeah, I saw that too. Confirmation. Guys, shortage is here. Someone on my IG page said, there are GMO people. Quite naturally, the food and the water is GMO, but if you don't know that by now, I'm not fixing to break it down because you should know that. So, but at any rate, she said there would never be a shortage. All these lands and stuff. What? Go out there. What? If you don't get seeds and food from your supermarket, you don't have anything. Monsanto, the government control. They call them smart seeds. I don't care if you like to get high. The government controls that. I don't care if you like to eat flesh and blood, they call meat. The government controls that. I don't care if you go kill it yourself. You don't know who put it out there because you are not conscious of yourself. Conscious means to become aware of your surroundings, to become a soul or son. And we are returning to our natural form, guys, our true nature. This is why The Earth's rotations are so swift, going by so fast. I don't have a title. I don't need a NASA or anything, and I don't want any earthly titles. But I know that my data, that which I can share with you guys, is true. The truth shall not affect me. If I transition today and not make the cut, the truth still shall not affect me. Meaning I receive it. I just didn't get to it. Because I love attachments and I love delusion. But I don't want that to work for me. So I've been fasting and seeking. I don't eat much anyway. They've already changed my appetite and changed the patterns, changed these biological functions. Guys, with that being said, that completes this cosmic chat. Please study the movie Extinction from Netflix. Please study Lucy, how she started losing all her biological functions and she started to transition into her true nature. Guys, whatever your true nature is, we are returning to it. You have 90% of snake children here, and some clones. We are returning to that true nature. You have 10% of the solar beings here. And if we are not complete, if our lessons are not completed, then we're going to appear as these old snake children, because this body is a lizard body. So with that being said, all I covered is that shortage is here. Okay. I've been meaning to get these videos. Like I said, every time I wake up, I record it using my my memos on my iPhone. Okay. And I sent out texts to my family members and loved ones. So I've been having this information. You probably have this information. Please leave it below. But again, please, to study, study, study. Remember, movie means energy and motion. Study the movie Lucy. We'll talk about that in my next video. Study the movie Extinction. How the guy was seeing all these visions like myself and you are seeing and other people. And they finally manifested. Guys, surely there's an end to all things. So many young people, especially the young people where I'm from, are transitioning. Okay, so many people, young people all over are transitioning. Guys, some of them got their business straight and they're out of here. I don't care how horrific their story, their ending or to their story may be. Some of them made the cut. How? Because you can see, if you can see, you can see them and know there's no such thing as death. And then we'll let you know. I saw my cousin. He died in the so-called prison system here. And I'm telling you, about 6 or 7 months later, he came to my right side like a child. He was about 15 years old, but he was about 40 when he transitioned. Remember, we must receive the kingdom. We're returning into that child form, okay? That innocence, that purity, okay? That humility, the meekness, okay? So at any rate, I said, you know, it was mental telepathy. We didn't talk using the speech. But I said, you dead? And he said, no, I'm not. He said, God had a better plan for my life. And my brother saw him, and my brother's not in this awakening thing unto himself, but he is, because myself and my sister have seen him. He's waking up. So but he saw him too, and he said he was angry, and he wanted to kill the people that killed him. Guys, ain't no death. Again, at the end of every cycle, study the equinox precession. They said it's 26 years, so we'll use that. Every 26 years, everything reverts back into its original form. And then for the people that are down here reincarnating, the important ones, the souls, they come back as something else, okay? But at first, we must return to our original form. That's what we're doing now. That's what's happening. That's why we have the food supplied, and that's why the asteroids and everything is coming. Study the dinosaur, guys. Dino just means the flame beings, those souls, the flames, the fire, okay? Dinosaur means reptilian, worm, okay? That's in all of the news channels. Remember, the ancestors runs, the great ancestors, the great angels, and the great mother, they run the matrix. So don't put your focus in on this pseudo government. They're just a reflection. Guys, in order to be prepared for what's to come next, we had the virus came out, Rona. Guys, shortage is next. Getting you some of these religious texts, the Quran, the King James, and like I said, they low-vibe, pseudo metaphysical books, but they will let you know, especially in the King James. Look at Matthew the 23rd chapter. These things must be. Death is a process. We're going through that process regardless if you make the cut or not and have to come back. Okay? All right, guys, I hope this I done recorded, honey. I done been talking and going through with my voice, but we'll go over the chakras, okay? I know I'm having trouble there in my throat area because that's where I vibrate. Okay, I would get high enough to sit in my seat of consciousness, my soul, and then I do some stupid stuff and fall back down. But I'm not ashamed of that, to share that with you, because it's hard waking up. It's hard detaching from, that's not my mother, my father, that's not my child. It's all the illusion. So I'm not ashamed, but I am vibrate high enough to know, girl, you know you should have been there, let them attachments go. You ain't no fool. I heard him say in the sanctified church, if I lose my soul, it's nobody's fault but mine. But I can never lose something, okay, that was given to me billions and over billions and billions and become billions of years ago. Hence the purpose of to know thyself again, to reattach yourself to your true nature, okay? So again, guys, I have completed this video. Remember, shortage and lack is here. It's going to progress and get worse and worse and worse until we all phase out. A sister called and told me, her ancestor shared with her, everybody here must transition, but we already do know that, but confirmation is good to ease your consciousness. Whether we're afraid of transition or not, we must transition. We must revert to the original form. Study the movie Lucy. Everything will return to its original form here in this illusion on the surface. Study the Aquaman. Study these movies. Extinction, Lucy. Yeah. Study Extinction on Netflix. The Extinction. Study the movie Lucy. Okay. Shortage is here, guys. Shortage is here. Get your supplies together. Seek. Call out to whoever your source is. Call out to whoever your God is. Call out to whoever your creator is. Call out and seek, because we gonna need them. We gonna need them. Ask them to hide you in such harsh hour, in such evil moments, in such darkness. Help you to turn all your lights on. Because I told you, I heard him in one of my astral projections. He cut that breaker off. Click, click, click. That means darkness, dark, dark, black. And that's good if you got a soul and you've been up on your game of knowing yourself. Them lights should turn on. Your solar lights should be turned on, all of them. And if not, need not worry, we'll just have to come back through. Okay? All right, guys, I respect you. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I know it all. I just shared my falls. I could have been done transition, but I kept falling, and some of you can help me with my fall, but this ain't about that. Some of you can help me with your astral projections. I'm just humble, and I'm being humble. I'm being healed. That thyroid is all right. I have to go through that change. Guys, this is a fighting way. This is a fighting way. It's a battle. They can call it mental illness all day long. They can call it illness, honey. I'm seeing on the other side. I'm fighting. It's you versus you. Study the movie The Cube. It's me versus me. Okay? Your higher, your lower self. Study the Black Panther series. We all, your higher, your lower, and your core, all three has to come together. That's the Trinity, and the three shall become one. You are the father, the mother, and the child within. If you study it in a scientific manner, in a physics matter, astronomy, and an astrology matter, you will have proton, neutron, electrons. You will have darkness and light. Okay? Or you would have the eye. You will have the reflection of the eye, and them two come together and mate, and you will have the child. All right, guys, I respect you, I honor you. Get and stay lit. Trying times are here. Trying times are coming. Get your food in your pantry. Get you some preserves and stuff. Get you some supplies and stuff like that, and meditate and stay prayerful. Okay? Seek.